Cortura Project here once again. We are doing a back-to-back episode. That's why we're in the same clothes, but we did change up the background, whatever. And we got a very special someone here today. But we're going to introduce ourselves again. Of course, right here in the middle, you got me, Jose, my boy to my right.
I'm here with the two lumberjacks, Jose and Danny, but it's your boy Angel on the mic.
Flannel Gang.
It's Flannel Gang Danny over here. Look at, man, he didn't get the memo, dude.
It's all good, man. But you know what, man? We have a very special guest today, man. He's been my homie since high school, freshman year. It's my boy. You can catch him on Twitch. You can catch him on TikTok, on social media. Dave over here, my boy Dave. Make some noise.
Thank you. Yeah, I just want to say thank you for inviting me out on the podcast. I think what y'all doing are great, and I'm really excited to get into it, really.
Love that, dude. We love the support, man. And we're going to talk about your whole career, your whole Twitch right now going on, bro, later down in the podcast. But we were warming up. You know, we always warm up before every podcast. We freestyle or we just have talks or whatever. And we were having a very good discussion right now, pretty much about school. And I just wanted to kind of have that discussion on here and kind of continue it. So with that being said, we're just going to start from the get-go. We were talking about college, bro.
Yeah.
And I was talking to him because, you know, we didn't go to the same college, but he was literally like an hour away. So I would go visit him sometimes. And, you know, we were kind of in the same like road or whatever. Like we'd been in the same, like we've been in fraternities, you know, stuff like that. So we could connect with that. But we were saying how like, I told him, I was like, my hardest year for college was my senior year, you know, just because it was mixed with so much emotions. Like I was happy that I was able to graduate, go through these 4 years, but I was sad because like I'm never going to see some of these people again and talk to them. But like, you know, you have so much memories. And like I was telling him that like, you know, it was tough because of all those emotions and whatnot. And it didn't hit me until like 3 to 4 months of me being back in Chicago that life is dope. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I say that all the time, and it might sound corny, but, like, real talk, like, life is dope, man, because, like, I mean, you get new there's a chapter closes, but another chapter opens. You feel me?
Right.
Yeah, but what are your thoughts on that, bro?
Yeah, definitely. My hardest years probably had been, like, junior and senior year. Junior because, like, I just went through a lot of shit, like, just, like, by myself, and, like, even went through, like, COVID, like, half of the year was, like, canceled and put online. So, like, the people I was spending, like, the majority of my year with, so then, like, had to change my whole life around. Like, around that time, like, I had my girlfriend, like, well, my now ex, but, like, anyway, like, we're talking, like, seeing each other every day. Like, I was hanging out with the boys, like, every day, especially on, like, the weekends. You guys go out to, like, the bars, you know, like, whatever. But then, like, out of nowhere, it's just, like, gone. Like, that extra week off of, you know, is it, like, Easter break, spring break, turned into a couple months.
Oh, bro, no, I know exactly what you're talking about, dog. The whole COVID thing.
Yeah, and the whole COVID thing. And then senior year was especially tough because it basically happened again because with my major, I had to get an internship. So I was only there for, like, half of the, like, I was there for one semester, but then the next semester, like, I was basically, like, off doing my own thing. And I was like, that's when, like, it hit me because of the internship. I was like, damn, like, I'm, like, a grown-ass adult now. Like, I got, like, stuff I got to, like, figure out and do, like, by myself. Like, I can't just be going out to, like, the bars, like, every day or, like, you know?
Kind of time to, like, grow up type thing, right? Yeah, I feel that. I feel like that was also, like, one of the biggest awakenings that I had, too, because when I graduated, you know, I mean, you're so used to just being in college, you know? You know, and I know for some people's situation is different. Like, some people do, you know, community college first, and then, you know, they stay in-state. You know, I stood in-state, too. The only difference was, speaking for him and
we're like far enough away to like we could come back home if there's like an emergency, but like far enough to where it's like our parents can't like surprise us or
like 6 hours, 7 hours around there. Like that's pretty far, you know, to drive in one day there and back. What is that, 14 hours total? So I mean, like, yeah, shit was difficult, bro. But like the reason why I bring up school is because we met in high school.
Yeah, dude.
You know, when I met this guy, I automatically know, I was like, man, this guy's gonna be cool as shit. And I could just tell. He had that vibe to him, bro. And he was, man, in high school.
Yeah.
High school was
really fun, especially like with the friend group that we had. Just like right off the bat, like the vibes were like there. Become like lifelong friends. Like me and Jose, like especially throughout high school, like he's a Cubs fan, so like I'm a Sox fan, so like I'll fuck around with him, like I'll be fucking around with them with that, or like you know, like we'll just be like just chilling in like the hallway just one day, or like chilling at lunch, like doing some like dumb shit that we shouldn't be doing.
It was good times, bro. And also like, you know, he went to a college that was very, very close to mine, like an hour. So I would go down to this guy's school and party, bro. This guy can party, man. I'm not lying to you, dude. He's wild, man, in good ways, you know?
The times that he came down, there were always like event days. So like one time he came down for our homecoming, and oh my god, that homecoming was crazy. Another time he came down for this event. It's called Around the World, and it's basically one bar. There's like 3 floors to it, and every different bar that they have, so like little like kiosk type bars, there's like a different theme to it. So one was like USA, another one was Mexico, one was
Like, I don't
China
know.
or something, like an Asian country. Another one was like Australia. Like there's a bunch of different like
around the world type theme areas. Yeah.
And like every bar that you get like hop to, they will give you like a quote unquote like souvenir. So like at the end of the night, I was walking around with the sombrero. Like I had one of those like Asian like hats where it's like the pure, like triangle type thing. And I had like 3 lays around my neck. I had like a shark tooth like necklace. I had like a shot glass that looked like a shark. Like the entire night, we were just like carrying all this stuff around. And by the time we got back to like my dorm, because that's when I was dorming, and fucking, there's 3 of us all like crammed into a room, fucking all of our shit like all wiped out over the place. We're like, holy, like, dude. The next morning was just crazy.
Those are those memories though that you're not gonna forget, man. Because I remember exactly how I was feeling, exactly like what I was going through at that time. It was a great night, you know what I'm saying? Like we had fun, we went out all day, all night, and then we got back and we ate Domino's.
Yeah,
which is the crazy, dude. Great sales tactic that they're doing that I didn't know. There was a Domino's guy in the corner of the club selling pizzas, bro. Like if he was selling like drugs.
As soon as like you got out, they had food trucks down by my school.
That's smart.
So there's one that's like barbecue chicken. There's another one, Domino's was there. There's like Chinese food and another one, and it just came in like hella clutch. Because like the pizzas itself were like $5, and it was like a medium like 1 topping piece or whatever. So like we like binged that night, bro. We had like 3 pieces each because we were like fucking absolutely like hammered. We stood up till like 5 the next day, and then he had to leave like at like 8 in the morning or something.
We got back at like 5:36. I threw up. It is what it is. And then tried to go. He had a weighted blanket, bro. That's the first time I put a weighted blanket on. Dude. I knocked out, dude. I was like, and then I woke up at 8 o'clock, and I went, yep, time to go. Drove an hour, dude, and I'm just there like zoned in, dude. I'm like, yup, 8 o'clock. Gotta make it back.
Dude, those weighted blankets are clutch, dude.
Yeah.
You still got it?
Hell yeah, I still got it.
What does it do though? Like I've seen them at the store, but I don't know. Like I don't get it. Why does the weight make you fall asleep faster?
So it's supposed. Well, 2 things that I heard. It's supposed to, 1, get rid of your anxiety because you're supposed to feel like you're being hugged.
Oh,
you know, and
shit.
there's like weight, it's compression on your body, so you're like, you know, you're like snugged in. You get me? So it's like, I can see it, because I mean that's how I feel. But I mean, I don't know.
You agree though? I feel like I don't know. I don't
want to say
it
gets rid of your anxiety. I think it's a bit of a stretch, but I think like just having it over you, it's like a really like almost like a meditative spot. Like you forget that all that weight is on you, and it's just like isolating like body feeling from like just yourself.
Bro, because like,
you get up and you're like, oh my god, I can't even get this, and you like throw it off you.
So it's like it's an experience almost.
And it's not like all the weight is at the bottom of your feet. It's all distributed evenly. Yeah. So it's like you throw it on you feel like all the way right here. If you want to move, you gotta like fucking fight to move.
Damn, how heavy is your
yeah, like a 45-pound.
I think I got like a 20-pound.
No. Okay, you see, for me, it's like
like a 5
I be leaving the room. I'm like,
it's a wrestling match.
Who's your gym when you got a weighted blanket, bro?
Dude, you know what's weird is like for me, I feel like my whole life I didn't realize it till like I was a teenager that like I suffer from like insomnia. Like I can't sleep well, and like I don't usually get my 8 hours in, so like it's hard for me to stay asleep, and I'm a very light sleeper. So like lately I started taking melatonin gummies, like, and that should knock me the fuck out. I wake up and it's like, you know, you wake up and you feel tired, and there's sometimes you wake up and your body's numb. Like you're like, I feel well rested. Like you step on the floor, it feels weird to step on the floor because you're just that well rested.
You're like sunk in your bed too and everything.
That was the first night that I woke up after that, and I'm like, holy shit, I've been missing out on like this type of fucking sleep my whole life, dude. Because this like sleep's important. They would say that like you could die without sleeping.
Oh yeah, sleep is very important.
2 days you'd be dead if you didn't sleep.
You know what's crazy? You'll spend like a third of your life sleeping.
But like, why? What is what is the reason for sleeping?
Your body needs to rejuvenate. Your body needs rest, man.
But like, it puts you in such a vulnerable state. Like, if you were in the wild, right?
Yeah.
And you're like, fuck, dude, I'm trying to survive, but I also got to knock out for like 8 hours. I have to be completely unconscious, and anything can happen to me.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I mean, that's why we in homes, you know. That's why we got ceilings or you know.
Back
some
in the
of
day,
them, yeah. Some people are in for it. Yeah, you're right. You're not lying. I don't know. Sleep is just one of those things that I value, and if anybody wakes me up from my sleep, we're throwing hands. I don't give a shit. Don't wake me up unless I got something important to do, man.
Unless it's an emergency.
I felt like I had my glasses on. I was about whatever. Anyways, I want to talk a little bit more about college, man, because I want to get into that side of like the whole partying, bro. Because in freshman year, when I went to go visit you, that was the first time I kind of went wild at a party, bro. And they was with you.
Hey, man.
And I know you in a fraternity.
Yes, sir.
And then I joined the fraternity. So then I knew what was up. Talk about your fraternity days, bro. How were they?
So my fraternity that I was in, it was Delta Upsilon. Shout out to the DU boys. I joined actually like the first almost like month, I want to say, into college. Because we originally went there and stopped there for the McGregor fight. That was when McGregor was fighting.
Floyd.
Floyd Mayweather. And so we stopped there, and because they were having it for free, we're like, hell yeah, like this is a monumental fight, like right here, like, you know. So we stopped there, and then after we were all just hanging out in the backyard because we have like a basketball court back there, and the guy, one of the main guys, his name is Hefty. Oh, I call him Hefty. He came up to us. He's like, "Hey, I know we told you guys we don't party because of like school stuff, but we're about to party. So if you guys want to come by, you can." So we're like, "Fuck it." It's like a Thursday night or like whenever the fight was. We're like, "Fuck it." We have nothing else going on, so we go there. And the first night, it was absolutely crazy. Like we all got hammered like within like the first hour or so, just being there, just playing like a bunch of like games that we never played before. So we played like Boom Cup, we played like Flippy Cup, we played a whole bunch of like different games. And like while we were there, we were just like straight up talking to them, like just like vibing out, like, you know, just like how guys do, like just fucking talking about like topics and shit, like, oh, like where are you from, like, you know. And ever since that day, like they had us hooked. Like I'm not saying that like we had to go over there and drink every time, but it was like, yo, like come slide, we're gonna come hang out with this. Yeah,
it was
a lot of fun.
To do.
And so we ended up joining there, and then ever since then it was just, you know, like obviously every organization is gonna have like their bumpy roads, you know.
Of course.
Like, when I joined, like it was probably legitimately one of the best decisions I've ever made.
Did you hold a position?
Yeah. So around my sophomore year, maybe the beginning of my sophomore year, I was member education.
Okay.
Just like teaching the guys about like the fraternity and stuff. Like, oh, like this is what our history is as like an organization, but then here's our history of like here at Western. So I did that for about a year, and then I was like, I think that's enough for me.
No, I feel that so the reason why I say that is because I've also was in the fraternity too. I joined the Delta Tau Delta. Shout out all my Delts out there for sure. I joined the Delts, I think in like 2019. I don't know, somewhere around there. But I joined my junior year pretty much, and it was again, like you said, it was a great decision that I made too, because it's kind of weird. I always thought like fraternities were just like only partying and whatever, but like, you know, kind of like stereotype from the movies or whatnot. but yeah, for real. But like, it was like such a brotherhood, man. Like it was like deeper. Like, you know, like you could go to these guys and you could like talk about some serious ass shit.
Yeah.
And they'll have your back and they'll help you, man. Like, and like not only that, but like the connections it built was insane, bro.
Yeah, absolutely insane.
I found myself in like St. Louis with other Delts. I went to Western, his school, with other Delts, and like I'm allowed anywhere that there's Delts, pretty much, you know. But yeah, the whole fraternity stuff was dope, man. Like I loved it. Yeah. Do you have a crazy memory with them? Because I know
I got way too many, bro. That should be on YouTube. But like,
what's one that you can say? What's one that you can say? That won't get too crazy.
One thing I could say is we're celebrating our 45th anniversary on campus, and it was a really big weekend. Like alumni were coming down maybe like Wednesday night to stay until like Sunday, maybe Monday.
Oh shit, that's a pretty big event.
So yeah, and it was like alumni from like all over the place. Like you saw like founding fathers there, you saw like people who graduated like 30 years ago, 20 years ago, like a huge range of like alumni and stuff. So one of the main events was that we're gonna have like a dinner, and then after we're gonna go to a bar, and we rented out the bar. So down at Western, it was me and my boy Uche. We're usually like the DJs, like playing like music and stuff. We're known as we named ourselves Chicken Taco because I'm Mexican for the taco and then he's black, so he's like, fuck it, bro, chicken. And I was like, all right, bro.
Is that the one that drove us to the club that one time?
Yeah,
he's cool as shit, man. Yeah.
So the dinner's done. There's a couple guys maybe had like a couple beers around like the dinner and stuff, but then we go back to the club. Like we go to the club for the party. And that's when, like, everything just goes crazy. Like, I'm up on the DJ stand. I'm absolutely plastered because the guys have been handing me, like, shots. Like, the alumni have been handing me shots and, like, different drinks and stuff. And the entire night, I'm just up there vibing and stuff. And then I see one of our advisors walk in, right? He's, like, one of the big guys at DU. Like, he's known, like, everywhere. Like, you could name his name in, like, Florida, and they'd be like, oh, yeah, I know him. And it's like, yeah. So he's, like, a really important guy, and he walks in. And he's like, Dave, you're doing a great job. And I was like, all right, thanks, man. He's there drinking whiskey. He's absolutely plastered, too. So that's when you know it's a good party, is when your main, like, important alumni comes down, like, is there. And he's already plastered with, like, us. Like, you know, like, the 18, 19-year-old, like, 21. Yeah, I was 21 at the time, but, like, you know, like, the younger guys of the fraternity. And it was, that was a wild night. And then after that, we all went to the bar after, and that was even crazier, so...
The stories,
that was a crazy line, man.
The stories, man. I love that, dude. I love that you have those memories, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I got hella far.
You got something crazy. You probably can't even say on camera, man, but it is what it is, man. You know, you have that stuff, you know. Yeah. But yeah, man, you know, we graduated college, so like I know right now you're doing Twitch, man.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, bro. You want to talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, we could get into that.
So like, let me ask you something. When did you start, and why did you start?
So I actually started a long time ago, back in like high school. But like back in high school, like I didn't really take it seriously. Like, there's like old videos on like YouTube, on my like YouTube channel, that like have me and the guys just like fucking around in like Call of Duty, like zombies, or like playing like GTA or like other like random games. And at that point, like I'm not really taking it seriously. So I guess you could say I actually started maybe junior year of college, because I was like, dude, like, even though I'm busy with like school and stuff, like I still have like a bunch of time, so like might as well fucking like play video games, you know? And then like I really started thinking about it because I was like, man, like a bunch of these guys are just been getting paid to like play video games all day. Like you look at Ninja,
yeah.
You look at like
other guys, like 7th Street,
yeah, like like Tim the Tat Man, like all the big name guys, like they're literally just sitting there playing video games and they're getting paid for it with like these big ass like blowout like contracts. So I was like, man, I'm pretty funny. Like I was like, man, I'm pretty funny. I could do this. So like I started doing it, and then that's when it started picking up traction. Like I got viewers from not only like the boys in like my fraternity, but I got viewers from like people who I haven't talked to in like half of my age, like half of my life. And they're all coming back. They're like, dude, like your fucking Twitch is like so funny. Like you got to keep doing it. Try playing like different games, all this other stuff. So I started doing it, and then maybe a month, not even, probably like a couple weeks after like me actually starting in junior year, like I got affiliated. So affiliated is when like you actually start making money. Like,
oh, so you're making money off Twitch?
Yeah. So like,
is there like qualifications to become affiliated? Like, how does that happen?
Yeah, you gotta like hold like an average amount of viewers. So like, say like one of them's like, oh, you gotta hold like 10 viewers for like this long. You have to stream for this long in this many days or whatever. You have to stream this many days or like whatever. It's like stuff like that. So like one of them I think was like actually like, oh, like I have like an average of like 5 viewers, and that's over like the period that you need to like stream. So like another one was like, oh, stream for 7 days like total. Another one was like stream for 25 hours like in total.
Yeah, so it's like certain things you gotta you know meet.
Yeah, it's like certain things you have to meet, and then after that, if you do get accepted, you get like an email from like Twitch, and they're like, "Oh, we'd like to have you like affiliated." And
dude, that's awesome! I didn't even know you were affiliated. That's what's up, my boy. Dude, that's amazing, dude. That's cool. Yeah, that's what's up that you're doing your thing, bro. Mm-hmm. You know, I remember tuning into one of your Twitches or whatever, or Twitch, and dude, I thought it was like the funniest shit ever, dude, because he was literally just chilling, and, you know, playing video games with his boys. and he was just drinking, bro. He got a little tipsy for sure, but like just his whole Twitch was like funny as shit.
It's like what you said. Like I was drinking, and like I get there's like people who literally only turn in if I'm drinking, so they could see me like get like drunk. One of my boys, Trevor, when I was doing a stream, it was Trevor, Uche, and I think Ryan, and I said, there's a thing called channel points that you earn while watching like the streamer. So one of the channel points was like worth like 500 points or whatever, and it said like, oh, make me take a sip. So like something like small. So I'm playing a game with Trevor, and I look down at my laptop that I had like at the time, because my setup was like a PlayStation and like a laptop, and it wasn't like nothing too fancy. And I look down at my laptop, and all I see is like 20 spammed like messages of take a sip, take a sip, take a sip, take a sip. So I'm sitting there, I'm like, bro, what the fuck? Like at this point, I have to like finish like a whole beer. So I'm like, So Trevor, he's in the game with me. He's like, do it. And I was like, what? He's like, do it. I was like, come on, you said that you were drinking. I was like, all right, man, you're right. Like, I can't lie about that. So the next thing you know, like every like 5 minutes, I'll look down, another 10 notifications, take a sip, take a sip. And I'm like, oh my God,
that's
man.
Very good engagement, bro.
It's really good engagement. But like at the same time, I'm like, dude, like I'm looking down at my screen. I was like, bro, I only have so many beers tonight, man. Like, chill out.
True that, bro.
Damn, dude, and that's like, I'm sure you probably look at other Twitch streamers, right? And everybody's got their own little niche. Like, like there's like, obviously like these things called like streamer girls, where they just literally like dress up in a costume.
Yeah, the e-girls,
and they're just gonna donate money to them. They might like show their feet or something. And these dudes are gonna show like fucking $500. They make so much money, right? Like it's not even a joke. It's like close to $1 million almost. Like, I don't know. Like, are there specific kind of like niches in Twitch, like besides from that one, right? Like, is there any other ones that people are doing that's kind of crazy?
So, so most recently, one of the big things has been like ASMR streams.
Oh, really?
Shit, really?
So like,
that's one of the things. Yeah, that's what they do. They do that, and they're dressed up like however, and all it is just an ASMR. I've seen that before. Shout out to one of your old podcasts, the mukbang videos. Those have been going crazy recently.
Huge.
Wow.
That's what's up.
Another one is like sleeping streams. So people would fall asleep on stream, right? And they have like a whole stream like set up, and people are like watching them sleep. But like as they're sleeping, people could like donate, and they could play like a loud ass sound, or like like, that's cool. So like it's just some like crazy stuff like that people are like thinking of right now.
I can see why it picks up.
You're making money while you're sleeping, but you're being tortured for it. So
you're not lying, bro. I know Aiden Ross. Isn't he like huge on Twitch, bro?
Yeah, I think I personally never watched him just because like I don't know, I just never got into him, But like he actually does like pull like hella viewers just because of like the things that he does, like just doing like dumb stuff or like,
and like Rice Gum and all that stuff, and like they're playing. Well, like I know Rice Gum, like he be playing video games, but he has like Instagram models with him,
like just chilling with them,
chilling with them, having the conversation, back and forth. But I want to touch base back on what we were talking about earlier about the whole video games things, because I know we were talking about this earlier, and we were like, isn't it crazy how back then playing video games wasn't like it was a big thing, but it's so recognized now. Yeah. Like it's e-gaming, it's a sport, and you could get paid a lot of money doing this, bro.
Right, yeah.
Like you got organizations like FaZe, for example, bro. FaZe is huge. Shout out FaZe. You know what I'm saying? Like FaZe is
no
huge.
game banging.
But like, dude, FaZe is huge, bro. So like, I feel like we're now in the day of age where video games could take you like from here to here if you're good at it.
Well, you know what's crazy is like I remember seeing somewhere where like some teams have health insurance for your hands.
Yeah.
So like you're gonna get carpal tunnel. Yeah. So like
that's crazy.
Like how an athlete has like insurance for their, they have a serious injury. Same thing with like if you get carpal tunnel, and they make like they'll pay for you to go and get your hands massaged so like they don't cramp up and shit. Like these, that's your money makers right there. Is your hands.
Talk about a real hand job.
Yeah. I know. The happy ending and everything. They give you a little ass.
Have you ever been approached by one of these organizations or trying to get get you to recruit you or something?
I've been approached twice. They're just like young, like really small like organizations. I never ended up joining because I was like, I always felt like my content wasn't there at that point to like join the team, because whenever I was invited, I was always like still like streaming straight off my PlayStation, just like vibing, like whatever. Like it was a very bare bones type stream.
Yeah.
And from there I was like, you know, like thank you for like the consideration, but I don't think I'm like there yet.
So
like, all right.
So would you say if a team approaches you tomorrow, would you be willing to join?
Yeah,
by all means,
okay.
Bro, but that's like what's up though, man. Like that's what like I really respect about your whole like Twitch journey and everything. That like you started off like small, and like now, I mean, you were telling me you have like a over $1,500 setup.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like that's what's up. Because like I know I've mentioned this before, but like we started recording our podcast off Angel's phone.
Right.
You know? And like those episodes will probably never release, but like those are probably some of the greatest episodes we like had.
Right.
You know, and like same with your Twitch, bro. Like it's only going up from here.
Right.
And that's what's up, dude.
And that's always like the really cool thing to see too, like realizing how much you actually like progressed throughout like your, I guess you could say,
your career.
Like if I started off back on like I started playing back on like the PS2 like type days, like I was playing on the bitch like all the time, and then now a couple years ago I was straight only streaming for my PlayStation. I wouldn't think I would ever stream, you know. But like because of Ninja and like other streamers, they put like streaming on the map, so I was like, fuck it.
So they like kind of like paved the way. They kind of like influenced it.
Well, because
you know?
if you think about it, like we were talking about earlier, before we used to get yelled at for staying in all day and playing video games.
Yeah.
Now I'm getting paid for it. Like, you know, it's like a whole big thing. Like if it wasn't for Ninja playing with like Travis Scott, Drake, and I think it was like Antonio Brown or like or it was Juju.
It was Juju, yeah.
Yeah, like if you think about that, like people would still be getting yelled at for playing video games, and like just like not doing what they love. Like I could go to a 9 to 5, like sure, like whatever, like here's my normal paycheck, but like would I rather be doing that and like uncomfortable all day, or would I rather just sit in front of something I do all day anyway and get paid
and enjoy
for it?
Yeah.
You know what's crazy is my dad was like, look, I have a little sister, and so my dad's like, you know, she's playing video games all the time. He's like, they have schools that like teach your kids how to be good as fuck at video games.
Really?
Yeah, and like they'll teach you how to actually play the game right. Like let's say she's playing Call of Duty, she knows how to peek corners, how to shoot. She trains her aim by these little dots, and you follow it. Like these kids are like, they're training them to be like professional athletes in
the gaming community.
Yeah,
isn't that nuts?
Like these kids are actually like doing these like, what is it called, like aim training, and you're just like making your aim fucking better.
Dog, I did not know that.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy. And my
Where
dad's
was
like,
that when I was young?
yeah, right. You just had to get good. I mean, I
You just had to watch White Boy 7th Street, just tear it up.
I played against them, destroyed me, destroyed the whole team, bro. Yeah, that's insane though. I never knew there was schools for that.
Yeah,
that's
dude,
wild.
And like, it's popular, man, because like, dude, if you're a parent, you see your kid, they're already playing fucking video games, and then you see that some kid just won $1 million tournament. You're like, why the fuck am I not putting my kid in? So like, you know, you pay for after school sports. Well, now parents are paying for after school gaming class. You either learn an instrument or you get good as fuck at, you know, Valorant. Yeah, you learn how to use a mouse and keyboard at 4, and then you're a fucking god for, you know.
You know, it's crazy when I feel like it's crazy because it opens up so many opportunities for so many people who love playing video games, you know? Because I remember I used to get yelled at too when I would stay in and play Nazi zombies all day with my boys, killing the Easter eggs or whatever. It's a beautiful summer day, but I would rather want to be playing inside, and they'll be like, go outside, man, go hit a baseball, go play soccer, go play tag or whatever. And I'm like, no, like I want to stay here.
Sometimes those 16 hours of just straight gaming is what you need though.
Yeah.
It's a relaxation for sure. Could be pissing you off, but it's a relaxation.
Yeah.
What's fucking crazy is that you know how like they have piloted drones now. A lot of them are like pro gamers.
Yeah.
That they don't talk, but they're part of the military, dog. Because they're the ones who could operate these drones
Are
the
you
best.
dead ass?
Yeah, I swear, dude.
Ass, bro.
If you're good as fuck at video games, the military might be like, yo, we need you to operate this spaceship like manually.
This missile with the drone and shit. Like,
And Buddy just thinking about it as Call of Duty, bro. He just called it a kill streak.
I know. He really did just bomb a city like, I'm
I
just
could do
gonna...
that. Or Predator missile, just like, yep.
Hey,
cut the corner.
question for y'all. What's your favorite Call of Duty?
Black Ops 3.
Black Ops 3?
Black Ops, the OG.
I'm gonna
Black
say
Ops.
OJ Black Ops is for me.
How about you?
I'd say Modern Warfare 3.
Modern Warfare 3 was cool, but I think Modern Warfare 2 was better.
Nah, bro. Modern Warfare 3 is definitely a sleeper.
I don't know, bro. They're all good.
You gotta think about it because you can't. Are we throwing nostalgia into that or no? It's just straight gameplay. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
If we're throwing nostalgia into it, yeah, the Modern Warfare 2. That was like one of the first Call of Duties I ever played.
Intervention.
Yeah,
Rust.
Intervention. Fucking Rust. You got the airport one, bro.
That's when FaZe started going crazy with Phase 5 and all that stuff.
That's true.
Yeah,
that's when like everything started. That's when you first learned how to shit talk.
For real though, that's when you heard some disrespectful shit.
Do you not see those TikToks that happen nowadays where they're like kids nowadays wouldn't survive in the lobby?
Oh, they wouldn't.
Oh no,
bro. The things that they used to, the things that I used to hear when I was like 12, 11 years old was insane, dude. They'll be like, man, go, like going all crazy. I'm like, gosh, damn. Next year I'm doing it. I'm like, man, you know what, man, fuck you.
Yeah,
you're getting yelled at because you're a little kid.
Yeah, right.
Keeps on piling on.
Yeah, and then like you're actually doing good because that's like the greatest. Like even like when I pop in and play a video game, I'll be like, I hear on the mic it's like a 4-year-old, and this motherfucker's got more kills than me, and he's fucking. I'm like,
you can't even talk
like,
shit.
You know what? Hey, you lead the way. I'm gonna follow you. I'll follow him in the battle. Fuck it. Because I mean, it doesn't matter what age you are, dude. If you're good, you're good.
You're good.
Yeah, dude. I used to do GBs, game battles, in Modern Warfare. That used to get intense, bro. We were actually ranked. We were like 132 out of like I think 3,000, 2,000 in the tournament. So like that was fire, you know. But like playing video games could get very intense sometimes.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Like very, very, and they could honestly like fuck with you a little bit because you're just like so focused.
Yeah, even now, fucking, I got my Apple Watch. My Apple Watch tells me like, oh, your heart rate raised over to 120.
Wow,
while I'm playing
crazy.
like Valorant or something. Because like it does get serious. Like I used to like want to compete and like try and compete like with my boys that we used to play COD with like all the time, and like we're good enough to like where we could actually do this shit. Yeah. But then we realized, oh, we're just playing in pubs right now. Like you can't just start screaming at some kid because he's playing like shit, even though like he probably just like got home from school or something.
Yeah, that is true, bro. It's insane, man. The way that video games throughout the years just got better, evolved, and then now it's a whole sports. Now you got teams, now you got people becoming 11-year-olds becoming millionaires. It's insane, bro. But I remember some of my favorite nights when I was a little kid, like during winter break. Wake up, hop on the sticks, go to bed at like 4 a.m. and then as soon as you wake up, that headset back on,
right back on, hop on, boys.
Duty, man. Hey, boys, what are you guys doing? Eating breakfast. Weak. Let's go. Weak, bro. Let's go. What are your top 3 video games?
Like that I play now or like
I would say of all time that you enjoyed.
Damn, bro, you're putting me on the spot.
that goes for everybody. Top 3 for me. Number 1 has to be Call of Duty. No doubt about it.
Are we naming franchises or just like?
I would just say in general. Call of Duties have always been that game that me and my boys would be like, we got to camp out, we got to get the game, prestige right away, whatever. So that was my number 1. My second was GTA. Yep. I always hopped on GTA Online with my friends, messed around, just whatever, had a great funny time. My third had to be 2K. For some reason, my boys and I just love basketball, so we always played 2K, compete against each other, go on my park, shoot out the lights, whatever,
Damn, you had those Doritos and Mountain Dew games, huh? That's like where you were.
The Call of Duty Double XP?
Yeah. Mine was like Dark Souls. Like, you ever play that game? Like, hard as fuck, dude.
I got hella respect for you, bro, because I cannot do that. I do not have the patience for that.
My brother put me on, and I fucking hated that game. And then I just kept trying to beat it. And then I beat the first boss, and you feel so rewarded. You're like, yes, I fucked that guy. And so you keep going. It's addictive, dude. Like, that's how a game should be. It should be a little difficult, Like,
oh, for sure, dude.
You get lost in it. I don't know. I keep thinking about, like, that game in particular, and I think, like, probably Resident Evil. Like, for me, because I played that shit on the PS1.
Dude, that's a throwback right there.
Yeah, and that shit was scary as fuck when you're a little kid.
Yep.
Especially in the old ones, you couldn't move when you were aiming. So you had to stand still. And they kept coming to you. And it's like, I don't know. I fucking love, like, scary games like that. I think that's dope.
Yeah, those games are always, like, really fun. I personally... I think I only played like 3 Resident Evils in my life, bro. And like every single one I could not finish. Because it was when I was like younger. And like I was like, dude, this thing's like way too scary.
Yeah, dude. I was the same way, though. I was the same way.
Like it's just like a little like block figure walking towards you, but bro, it made you feel like you're in the game, bro. Like this.
The Apple Watch pumping, bro.
Dude, that should be a good ass fucking video. Is have your Apple Watch kind of like heart rate set up, and you're just playing scary games and trying to keep that heart rate down.
Yeah.
And if it goes up, then I don't know, take a sip or whatever.
I think I've actually seen that before, where people would like have like the actual like big like heart rate monitors like on their arm, and they're playing like a scary video game, and like you see that shit rising as like the like drama in the like scenes like going on, and it's honestly like really crazy to think about like just watching your heart rate rise, like somebody's heart rate actually rise like that.
Well, you know, I saw speaking of Resident Evil, I saw that they got it for like the PlayStation VR. Oh, dude. And I'm like, my dude, are you serious? That's fucking wild. Dope. I've never done VR ever, but I can only imagine like you're in there, you turn the corner, there's something in your face, you're freaking the fuck out. You see so many videos of people like running into the wall because they're just so afraid and they don't know where they're at. You believe you're in there. I still have not experienced that, but that shit sounds so dope to me. I don't know.
You ever seen that one video of the dad who's playing like video games in the sala, and he's like he's got the VR headset. No, not that one. That one's funny as fuck too. There's a boxing one. This guy's going off. He smacks the shit out of the little kid.
Wii, right? I think I remember it.
No, but the one I'm talking about, this guy, he's like, you could see on the TV what he's looking at through the VR headset. And he's looking up and forward, and he's like walking a plank or some shit. And he just has to jump a platform, and he goes right into the TV, man. Yeah, I saw that one.
I saw one where it was like this. It's like the girlfriend. She comes down and she sees on the big screen, like her husband, like choking a dead body and like smacking it against the ground, and, like and throwing it against the wall and shit. She's like, "What the fuck? I married a serial killer and shit." Because dude, you have to. You're like, "Oh shit, look, I could play with this or whatever." I don't know, man. That's crazy to me that like you could get lost. The next thing is just put some shit on your head and that's it.
I mean, they got that. That's the VR, bro.
It's the metaverse.
But even more, you're gonna like plug in.
Well, they actually make a like suits that you could use while you're playing like the VR, so like you could actually feel it.
The shots.
What the fuck?
So like it's like
a
vest.
gun and everything, right?
Yeah, it's like a vest, and like say that I get shot in the shoulder, you're gonna like feel like a vibration or something, like you just got shot in the shoulder.
Oh fuck! Because that's one of my favorite things about paintball. When I was a kid, I took that shit serious. My cousin got shot, and he's like, I got him in the leg. I drag him. I would drag him, and I'm like, you're gonna be okay. And then like,
get over. You like give him your gun, you dragging him away.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, I'll carry you. He's like, no, leave me. Like we took that shit serious. I would run out there and just spray it like the older kids, and they would just light my ass up. I wasn't afraid of it, man. I would come home and have a good ass.
Dude, I would. So for me, every time I would go paintballing, it's always like in booty shorts and like a tank top. I want to feel all that pain, bro. I want all the smoke. Like
wild.
Meet me on the battlefield.
Damn, dude. You know what? I'm down to do a video like that.
I've never been paintballing.
What?
Dude, paintballing is so... Now you got to do that.
Now we have to.
Hold on.
Do a video.
What's the word? We going paintballing?
They have.
We're going sledding, and then we're shooting you with paintballs as you're going down the hill.
It's snowing as we speak, bro. It's literally laying down fresh for us.
Have you ever been sledding?
Huh? Yeah, hell yeah.
He's never been sledding.
Yeah, dude. When I saw that, like, I was like, bro, huh? Like...
He said, I was playing 2K.
I mean, I was inside playing 2K. I want to do paintballing though. That looks fun as shit.
At least we gotta do like a shirtless paintball.
Damn, boy, what?
Because if he said that he could go in his 20s, I'm not gonna risk all that. Because I seen somebody get shot in the dick. And
just wear a cup. Wear a cup. Everything else, ass cheeks out and everything.
You did not go paintballing like that.
I swear to God, I did.
Where the Carfax at?
I'll pull them up for you later because my phone's about to die.
There you go. All right, bet.
What's this? What am I shaking on?
I'm down to play a game.
For sure. That's how I always do it.
And that's it.
I'll go, but I don't know about all that chony shit.
All right, then shorts.
He needs 7 layers so he can just feel a little thumb.
But that's it.
Not even
just
like
shorts.
It's
sure.
Because like if you're going
maybe a tank
to go undergo that kind
Depends
of pain,
if it's cold.
I want to feel that shit.
Yeah, just a fucking t-shirt and shorts.
Dude, what if you get hit in the neck?
I've got hit in the neck.
Eat that shit. I thought you work out. Start working out your neck like that.
You know what's the worst place to get hit is the knuckles, man.
The knuckles.
When you're aiming and you get hit in the knuckles, you're like, fuck, because it's all bones. And you feel that shit right away. I got shot in the back of the head. Some asshole took his shit. This fool came around the corner, put the barrel to the back of my head and blasted that shit. And I was like, dude, are you serious?
Just start throwing hands.
That scar right there is from when one of my boy, Rico, he shot me like 2 feet away, and you're not supposed to shoot less than 5. And he pulls up, and I'm like hiding behind a barrel, like reloading or whatever, and he just he looks at me and he's like, and I'm like, no, don't do it. He just shoots me, and I'm like, I just look down. There's just like blood and paint like coming down my arm and shit. I'm just like,
you know what I want to go to? They remade Nuketown.
Yeah,
Oh, that's the one we're going to.
That's the one you went to. That's the one you got to.
No, I haven't gone there, but that's the one we're going to.
I've been to that one. It's like all the way in like it's like an hour and a half drive from here.
I'm down.
You know what's crazy? They have a fucking even better than Nuketown. It was like this forest, and it's 20 on 20, and so they just start shooting. And
they got snipers,
dude. These people, these fools came out in ghillie suits. These were like them crazy. These were these crazy white guys where they were like fucking, you know, they have the fucking G-Shock still. They never took off the military stuff. So they're out there in the fucking ghillie suits. What they do is like they're like, oh, the PSI on your gas canister can only be so high, so it doesn't hurt that much. They crank that shit back all the way up to like and you just hear. And like little kids getting nailed. Just like
bursts.
If they say if it's a little kid and puts their hands up, let them walk off. He was gunning them down, dude. It was horrible. It was like I was watching like a fucking catastrophe happen because I was like, these little kids are surrendering and they're just getting gunned down by these teenagers, dude. It was fucking wild.
That's wild, bro.
But I mean, yeah, we'll go and they have like junkyards. We're like,
I'm down, man.
Yeah,
they got all that shit. I mean, I'm down. It is what it is. You feel me? All for a good time.
But going back to, we never heard what were your top 3 video games.
Oh, yeah, time to think.
So yeah, definitely Call of Duty's up there. GTA, another one. Just because those are the games I actually like started playing out with. But for that third one, I really don't know. There's a lot of good choices that like you could go for. I would say like right now, if it's a sports game, I'm gonna say like MLB The Show.
Okay,
I got like really into that. Like a horror game. I don't even know, bro. Like I play a lot of video games, and I still don't know like what's in my top 3.
Do you play console or PC? Or both?
I mainly play PC now, but I used to play console like all the time.
There's
a point where like I was like.
There's a little controversy going on between PC and console players. I'm a console player. I don't PC. I played PC before. Fun. Don't get me wrong. CSGO on the PC goes crazy. But apparently PC players think they're like superior to console players. Is that true?
Personally, no. Because I went through that struggle. Because low-key, it is kind of like a struggle.
do you still play with the remote? Or
I still use controller on a good chunk of my games just because like that's what I'm used to. But like other games are explicitly like keyboard and mouse.
Okay.
So like there's a big-ass learning curve that I had to do to try and like figure out what the fuck I'm doing.
You know what's funny is like I remember I was showing Angel, he never played Apex Legends. That's my game that I've been playing for a while. So I changed the sensitivity on mine to be like super fast so that I could kind of keep up with these kids. So Angel's like, yo, he's like, oh, I want my controller to be like yours. Like set it up like how you have yours. The first thing he does when he gets in a game, and he's like, what the
dude, you could blow on my joystick and I'll do like 7 360s. I'm like, damn, bro.
And that's all I try to do, like every little trick, because you have like a certain grip. You could grab your fucking controller. Yeah. Some of these people have like, I think you bought one where it's like it's got extra pads just to keep up with these mouse.
Which one you got?
Mine's a PlayStation. It's just a PlayStation 4 controller, but it has like it's like buttons
like custom made.
Like, yeah.
Oh, dope.
So like I use that. Like I got really used to that. And then like going back to like a normal controller, I'm like, bro, like
what is this garbage?
Because I had to switch to an Xbox controller because like a bunch of the games on like PC I can't play with my PlayStation.
Oh, word?
For some reason. Yeah, for some reason. But there's like a way you could get around it, and I was like, I don't want to do that.
Do you got the next gen consoles like the PlayStation 5?
No, not yet.
Nah.
PlayStation Nation all the way though, right?
Yeah, PlayStation Nation all the way, dude. I got the PlayStation 5, bro. Love it.
That's just gas.
Love it. The controllers are crazy, bro. The vibrations on those,
the haptic drive,
nuts, bro. Yeah. I was like, gosh, damn, it just really. Honestly, the PlayStation 5 got me back into gaming. Like real talk, because I used to game all the time. Yeah, you feel me? And then I stopped because I was like, oh, I'd rather just whatever, focus on other things, and it is what it is. You don't lose your love. You just lose the time to play it. Yeah. So, but now I'm like getting a little bit free time back, so I'm playing video games, and it's fun as shit, man. Yeah. Oh my gosh, I love video games.
You know what I actually kind of miss though is like those arcade moments. Like when I was a kid, we had that same old fucking Jurassic Park game where you grab an actual gun, it's connected to a cord and like a big ass screen, and then like you had like those Dance Revolution.
Yeah, fun.
Because dude, there would always be some fucking like older dude and he's going hard at it, and he's got a little audience. He's like
slamming that shit.
He's like slamming that shit, and all the kids are watching. They're like, "Whoa, what the fuck? That's this crazy!"
Guy's a hero.
I remember one time watching like a dance battle
like,
or whatever.
It's like Danny when he's got to pop his chest and shit. Slamming that shit.
He's like going in. He was feeling it, man. But I don't know. There's something about like not being able to. I mean, I guess there's still arcades, but I don't know. That's something that I wish there was like a new version of that, a new arcade. But everything's not done online.
That VR. Just the VR.
Yeah, the VR stuff could technically.
They do have like arcade like stuff with that at VRs. There's like, I think it's in Naperville where they have like this little like setup where it's like you get the VR headset, you stand on like this little pad, so like it tracks your movement. If you're running, you're running in the game. If you're
walking, that's pretty dope.
There's like you wear like this belt to see if like you like crouch down or like whatever.
That's cool.
Yeah. So like there actually are like those VR arcade now, but like OG arcades, bro, that was like the spot, like low key.
I used to love playing Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter. Oh, that was cool as shit, bro. Shout out my uncles. They put me onto both of those things.
You know what's funny is like I don't know why I was a kid. Whenever you gave me like a toy gun in my hands, I took that shit serious because I remember power. Yeah, like I remember we were in laser tag. And we were going in. It's in the dark, and there's just lasers going off. And I remember that the match had ended, and some kid just kept shooting me. And then I remember taking my gun and just hitting him in the mouth with it. And I was like, keep mailing that motherfucker. I was like, Team Red, bitch. Fuck off. And I hit him in the mouth. And then I ran up into the dark, and he started crying and ran off to his party. And then, so his whole party, his friends, he had his friends, and they were like, who was it? Point them out, and I was telling my cousins, I'm like, "Yo, they're gonna come after me."
Did they go after you?
Yes, they did, bro. They held me down, and they just started firing off all this shit. And I'm like, "This is the most ghetto ass."
They didn't even beat his ass, bro.
They wanted them points.
They're like, "I want the points."
And they said, "Yeah, you're gonna hit my cousin in the mouth. Points."
It was like it would be like game over, and the kid just kept going. I'm like, "Motherfucker!" Bam, hit him right, dude. And I did him bad, dude, because you know how like you hit someone with the butt of the gun. I did that shit. Like I've been playing too many games already.
You pistol whipped an adolescent.
I pistoled that motherfucker, dude.
What are your guys' thoughts on video games being such a huge impact on the like on the kid's life, like how it influences them? Does video games influence a child?
I think so, but like. You know how they used to try to prove it was negative? Like, oh, dude, all this violence that your kid watches makes them, like, fucking serial killers. Mm-hmm. But that was, like, that's disproven because, like, I mean, it's just a game. I think you could understand the difference. Yeah. But that was an argument that, like, the more real it gets, the more, like, there's, like, a thinner line between reality and just this
fiction, I guess?
Yeah, like this virtual world, right? Like imagine Mortal Kombat gets so real that you're actually fucking Scorpion putting your fingers in someone's chest and ripping that shit out.
VR,
like,
I guess.
That'd be crazy.
That'd be fucking crazy. I mean, it's possible, but like these people would be like, well, imagine a 4-year-old did that. Like you're 4 years old and you're ripping somebody's chest open. Like I can kind of see that. I mean, I can see what they mean. I don't know.
No, the reason why I say that is because I remember when GTA 4 came out. The one that was based in New York with Nico and all them. I was like, Mom, you need to buy this for me. I will give you money, but you need to buy, because I couldn't buy it. You have to be 18 or older. And she was like, whatever. And then like, like 3 months passes and I'm just playing the game. And then she's like kind of listening to the things that they're saying and they're doing. She's like, what the fuck? like you're like young as shit and you're over here doing drive-bys in GTA, you know, like what's going on? Like, and I remember that being such a big topic and people were like, oh, I don't want my kid playing GTA. Do you think that like affects a kid in a bad way?
I wouldn't say in a bad way, no. I mean, I'm playing like Call of Duty and Valorant, so like I'm out here trying to like shoot people. Like, you know what I mean? I mean, like, will that like cause like an impact later? Yeah, probably. Like, just based on how they communicate with each other. Like right now, I'm hearing my brother swear for like the first time ever. Like, and I know that he picked it up for me because I'll be doing that in my room, like right next door. But I mean, in a negative standpoint where it's like my kid's gonna go out there and shoot somebody, no, I don't think so. And I think it's more of like a positive thing where it's like, yeah, you're reaching out to more people, like seeing how other like people in like different parts of the country are like doing, like like some of my best friends are from California, fucking New York.
Yeah, that you met online.
Yeah, that I just met online.
Didn't you say that you were playing with some people?
Yeah, I have a couple buddies on Canada.
Yeah, I got some Canadian friends too.
That's wild.
Those guys are tanks, man.
Yeah, those guys are fucking built different.
But do you see like how crazy video games has evolved? Where like it used to be like you just playing in your room by yourself. Then you went on with your homies online. Now you're meeting people from Canada.
Yeah,
you get what I'm saying.
Did you ever meet any of the friends you made online?
No. So back in the old Xbox 360 days, like when I first started playing online, I got recruited to like a clan thing or whatever. Okay. And they're all like way older than me. I was probably only like, I don't know, maybe like 10, 13, somewhere around there. And they recruited me or like whatever. So like I would like play with them every day. And it never got to that point where I was like, dude, like I should go out and meet these guys because they're all older than me. I'm like, no, I don't want to be hanging out with like you know, like
just like a fish out of water.
Yeah, just like they're going out to the bar. I'm just here stuck here. Like, just chilling
in the car.
Yeah. But no, I do plan on meeting like a couple of my friends like online. Like I wouldn't say soon, but within the next like couple of years probably.
That's dope though, man. They like you guys, you know, had that connection with like people, strangers.
Yeah, there's this dude who I actually met, who I played with. I met him like I don't know for 3 days. We've just been playing since then. I'm like, where do you live? He's like, oh, I live up in Michigan. And I'm like, oh, word. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna come to Chicago one of these days. And you know, he's always talking shit or whatever. Like, oh, I'm gonna come, but he never came. And then he hits me up like, yo, what you want, sexy? And I'm like, I'm chilling. I'm like about to go get wings with the guys. He's like, let's link up. I'm like, shut the fuck up. I got a picture with him and everything. It was just like surreal. That's like, you get to meet this person you've been talking to the whole time, like your whole, now I wouldn't say whole gaming career, but like for a good chunk of it, like he's been contributing to like the fun. And it's crazy.
Dude, I've had some of my best conversations late at night playing Call of Duty at like 2 a.m.
Yeah.
On the headset, dude. Like I had like some deep ass conversations, bro.
It's either really deep or it's just really fucking dumb. Like,
there's no in between. No in between, bro. But like, it's insane, man. Because like, I remember leaving school, going home for the weekend, hopping on Call of Duty with my boys. We're playing all night, all day, and we're just vibing, bro. We're talking. You know, you got your PJs on all day. You're kind of bumming around, but it's like a vibe. In my opinion, I found video games very relaxing.
Yeah, definitely.
What's fun is like when you're a kid and you come back from the weekend and you're with the homies and you're at the lunch table and you're all talking like it actually happened. Like, oh, and then this motherfucker, you know, he got killed and he didn't revive me or whatever. And like people would be like, yo, where was this at? Or like, dude, we were just playing a game. Like,
Don't worry about it.
We were trying to beat a boss. Like, I think that is cool that like you could get like that unity from it, because I feel like for me, at one point I struggled with why I was playing video games. Like I noticed that I was playing video games just to kind of like escape my responsibilities. So like if I knew like, man, I should really be kind of like, you know, I have to get this thing done, but I don't want to keep thinking about it. I hop on, kill like 4 hours, and then never get that shit done. It's just like just procrastinate. So I think I had like a bad relationship with video games where it's like, yeah, you could be playing with friends, but I'm also using it to like escape.
Yeah, my responsibilities.
Right.
Yeah.
So like now I plan it so like the only games I buy are like the ones that I have to either play with friends or like is like I actually fucking like the Switch. I bought one for myself and I fucks with it so much because I was a Game Boy kid when I grew up. Like that was my first thing, the Game Boy Advance.
I had a Game Boy too.
I would take that to the park with me and we would play fucking Pokemon with other kids at the park. They would be carrying their shit. They had the little like the little wire. We'd hook it up and that was like the OG day when you're like, all right, this is it, you know. And that was the fun of it, like taking that shit to go. So that's why I like that game. But it's like anything that kind of keep me from staying like preoccupied and like not doing what I'm supposed to be doing. I think that's how I kind of balance, at least for me. I don't know how you guys feel about it, but like you could get lost, dude. You could kill hours and it'll be gone. And that's not that it's a bad thing, but you're like, fuck, I gotta manage this in some way, you know, because shit gets...
Finding that balance.
Yeah.
How do you find that balance?
The way I find it, really from like the streamer standpoint is like, I personally don't turn it off. So like the person I am, like seeing me right now, this is like the person I am streaming. Like you're gonna see me like goof off. You're gonna see me saying some stupid like stuff, you know. But like once I get off, like I realize I usually try and stream for like maybe like 2-3 hours a day at most, maybe like 5. I think that's the most I've done in a while. But like after that, like damn, like it's more so it's not even like, man, I just wasted 5 hours. It's like, man, dude, I'm fucking just tired.
Yeah.
Like we're all just like tired, and then that's just like, so like there isn't really like a switch for me. It's like, oh, like I could come hang out with like you guys, or like I could just be hanging out with family. I'm still gonna be the same person that I am on stream. But so like I understand like when to like stop and then like when to just keep going, because like you could get bored of like any game that you play. Like playing in 2K, like man, like I just took a 3-game loss streak. Like you know, like forget this game. And then you get off and you just like start thinking about it. And then it doesn't change until you're like, oh, boys, let's like go hang out or something. And then you guys start talking it up again. And it's like, fuck it, let's play 2K again. We're going to get it back. And then you get it back. And then that's how it just gets addictive. And then that's at that point where it's like, holy, like, I just wasted all this time like doing this.
Well, you know what's crazy is like some people do like these 24-hour streams where like they don't go to sleep.
That's wild.
Or I saw some dude, I think he broke a record. It was like 48 hours. Like for
I think I could do that.
48 hours nonstop. Like he just stayed playing video game, and like he would like only run out of the room to use the bathroom, come back, drink like another energy drink, and he would grind it out.
Yeah,
that's insane to me. That's, I don't know.
Well, just recently a big thing now is subathons. So what subathons are is say that you say, all right, I'm gonna only stream for an hour, but with every sub, which is like every time like somebody pays to like watch you like get more like privileges and stuff, I'll add 5 minutes to the time. So like now people just recently there's a dude, he had like a stream for like a whole month, like a straight whole month. Like damn, it was him playing video games, reacting to videos, sleeping, like a whole bunch of different stuff, and it went on for an entire month. And this guy like just kept on getting like subs or like bits, which is like little like penny worth kind of things.
Engagement.
Like,
he just kept getting engagement.
Kept on getting that engagement, and it kept on getting longer and longer until like that like month passed or like whatever. Like the time finally ran out.
When do you think too much video games is too much? Like, do you think when do you think it's a good time to be like, you know what? I feel like I'm playing too much video games. I might need a break.
Like in a day, or like more like day,
like just in general, you know? Because like, I mean, I think it's okay for you to play video games all day if you want to, or you know what I'm saying. But like, just like everything in life, too much is not good. You know, too much of anything is not good for you.
I think it hits that point where it's like you're spending more time in your room than you are talking to somebody like right next door.
So like more when you're engaging from person to person.
So like I would say like the most I could play now is probably like a couple hours, like without actually like going up and doing something.
How about before?
Before it was like, that all day shit.
Yeah, dude.
That's when you're playing with your homies, you know.
True,
but like,
true.
Now say that I'm playing by myself, I could probably do like a couple hours.
So what made you realize that, you know what, maybe now it's only a couple hours instead of an all day thing?
Oh shit.
Sorry.
I would say when I started like not eating kind of thing. Yeah. So it became like really like dangerous, more so. Like I would skip meals. Like literally there's a time where it's like I was just eating or not eating. I was just playing video games, falling asleep, getting back on the game. Like only leaving
like a
for
cycle.
Like,
that was a cycle.
And that was it. And
how
that was
long
like
did that
during
go
like COVID. It was over like the quarantine, like shut down and everything. So that lasted like maybe like a week. And it didn't hit me because one, I was streaming. So like I was like, dude, like I'm getting all this engagement, like I'm doing great. And then my girlfriend at the time, she was like, oh, have you eaten today? And I was like, fuck, I don't remember the last time I ate. Like,
wow.
Like, it's just like that. Yeah.
It's kind of like addictive in its own way, I guess. Like, the more engagement you get, it's like sending that, what is it, dopamine in your head.
Yeah, dopamine.
And you're like, oh, fuck, I gotta keep going. But you know what's crazy is, like, you said it has, like, that, you did that during, like, COVID. Well, that was still, like, the winter. And I remember that, like, you know, I was going through something where I was working really late. So then, like, I would wake up and it's already, like, 1 p.m., and the sun is going down. So there was days where I would not see the sun. Like, that shit fucks with you. Because I would be going to bed at, like, 4 in the morning. And waking up. Yeah.
So like 4 in the morning?
Yeah. And then I would wake up at, like, 2 and the sun is already starting to set. So I was never getting any of that, like, I think it's like vitamin C that you get from the sun, or vitamin D you get from the sun, and that fucks
nuts.
The nut. Yeah, I mean, I swear, like I just remember feeling like drained, like completely fried, and like I can only imagine doing that and then playing video games.
Yeah. You know, for me, it was kind of the same thing as Dave, except for me, it was not more so the eating; it was showering.
Yeah, really?
Yeah, I remember back when like zombies was like the huge thing, and like the Easter eggs were out, and you wanted to complete them all, and you know, you're still, how old were we? Maybe like we were like what, 14, 15ish? No, we were like 13, 12, 13 maybe, whatever. We were in that pre-teen age era, and I remember I'm like, it's winter break. I don't have school till like 2 weeks.
Right, I don't have to go out and see anybody.
I don't gotta go outside. It's cold. You know what I'm saying? I got everything that I need here. I remember I would wake up, hop on the sticks with all my boys, bro. We all did this. We all woke up, just played. It's like 4 a.m. We're like, dude, what the shit? We go to bed. We wake up. It's like 3 p.m. And like you said, it's all gloomy. Play. Bro, I remember I didn't shower for like 3 days.
Damn.
For like 3 days, bro. And I'm just like, and then the only reason why I realized was because when I went downstairs, my grandma was like, when's the last time you showered? And I was like, what do you mean? She's like, your hair is all greasy.
Damn.
And I said, like, oh, shit. I went to go look at myself in the mirror, and I'm like, oh, shit. I
could see how much I smell.
The grease, bro.
That's real, because I had a similar moment, actually, now I think about that. I think I didn't shower for like 2 days, and my eyes were like bloodshot red.
Damn,
and then my hair was greasy, and I'm like, yo, I gotta stop this.
I remember those nights.
Yeah, and even Angel, like not too long ago when I first met him, we were playing games, and it's like fucking 3 a.m. We're like, can we keep going? And he's like, yep. He's like, guys, I gotta go to work at 5 a.m. And I'm like, it's 4 a.m.
One more games, bro.
Yes, dude, it's the one more games that get you like...
That, or you can't end it on a loss.
Yeah. I can't end it like this.
You can't end on the heater either, bro. You can't end on the heater. Bro,
facts,
I live by this. Once a gamer, always a gamer.
Yeah.
That's easy. You're never going to lose that sense and that side of you, bro, because video games was huge. You know, it had a huge part of my life when I was younger. I love doing it till this day, bro. I love video games.
Yeah, you know what it is? I think our generation, like, the turning point for video games was, like, a crazy one because, like, video games upgraded a lot from the PS1 to the PS2 to the PS3. Not like the PS4 and the PS5, they're almost the same thing, but like compare like a 2 to a 3.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Yeah,
I mean, just seeing like the little like squares turn into like actual people's faces.
Yeah,
it's like one thing, you know.
Dude, I remember like when I had the Game Boy Advance, I was like, fuck yeah. And my other friends had like the Game Boy Colors, so they were those big ass. Yeah. So I'd be kind of looking like, damn, that's kind of cool too. And then like the next summer, my mom gets him a new present, and it was like the Game Boy Advance, but it was a flip.
Yep, I got that. That's the one I got.
That one, you didn't need a light in the dark to play. And I was like, my mom don't even love me. I'm like, what the heck? And then like another summer after that, my brother, he always got handhelds when we were kids. He got the DS, the first one, and I was like, "Oh, you get a fucking touchscreen."
The pen, you get the pen.
Yeah, you're like doing the chat rooms.
And it was like from like 3 years, you went from playing the fucking Game Boy Advance to like the DS.
But then shit. You went from that to the PSP, the PS Vita.
Oh my god, I never played the PS Vita.
The PS Vita was insane.
Bro, my brother had that. Yeah.
It came out at like the worst time possible. Like nobody wanted it.
Dude, I think that
that's a shame.
I think that was ahead of its time, to be honest.
It honestly
what was the PSP, PS Vita?
PS Vita, yeah.
The PS Vita was for sure ahead of its time, no doubt about it.
Because now if it came out now, bro, that shit would skyrocket.
Yeah, for sure.
I think there's a market for it, sure. Like I was even thinking, I'm like, I fucking love the Switch, but if they came out with a new PSP, that's over, dude. Because that was me.
Bro, do you know that when you go on, when you get first class in a long flight, they give you a PSP in your like little seat? Yes, like if you're going to Jamaica and you get first class, you get a PSP. Depending on what airline, you know, just to play on for Jamaica trip. What's up? Content out there.
I know he's out here playing against Jamaican kids. They're like,
hey, put us, come on. What are you doing?
Wait till I fucking land. He said, wait till I fucking land. I'm gonna kick your ass in real life.
I'm gonna beat your ass and get with your mom, boys.
Yeah,
bro. Dude, you be getting toxic as shit in those lobbies, man. My parents be hearing me talking. They're like, what You know what I say?
I remember I was at a friend's house one time. I was sleeping over at his crib, and he had the little Bluetooth, the one that goes in your ear.
That's serious, dog.
Bro, he was talking so much shit because like how you were saying, like, you know, when you come across those little kids, like, you can hear their squeakers and shit, but like they're low-key putting up numbers. That was my boy. He was playing, and he's like, no, fuck you, going this and that. And I'm sitting right next to him. We're in the sala, and it's all dark in the sala, and out of nowhere, you know, he's just going back in, like, whatever shit they were talking to him, he was talking right back. And all of a sudden, his mom just comes out of nowhere. I'm like, oh shit, dude! She came out of nowhere, bro. Like, I felt guilty for laughing, like, with the shit he was saying, bro. But dude, I remember those days. Like, those chat rooms would get toxic.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, dude, crazy stuff. If you could give any upcoming Twitch people or people who just want to get into Twitch any advice, or gamers in general, any advice, what would you give them?
Don't stop grinding. Like, you know, you're obviously gonna start off small. Like, nobody starts off like at the top, you know what I mean, unless you got like really lucky somehow. But honestly, like, streaming is actually like a grind, and like it's a grind and like a mindset at the same time, because like you're obviously gonna go through those rough patches where it's like, bro, like, I'm not that good, like, nobody's gonna come over here and start watching me because I'm ass at this game or whatever. So instead of streaming, you focus on playing the game. So that once you start playing the game, you're not going to focus on your stream. Like, you're going to be, like, just paying attention. Yeah. So instead of doing that, you have to find, like, that rhythm of both, where you could not only just be yourself, but also just, like, play the game and, like, just have that confidence to be like, yeah, dude, like, you guys came here to watch me, or, like, whatever. Like, you know?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? It's not like a egotistical standpoint, but it's more like a, look, like...
But you take part in your work.
Yeah,
you put in.
It's like, I'm here for like a reason. Like, I want to get myself out there. Here you go. Like, here's me. And it's definitely just like more like a grind, and like just keeping that mindset where it's like, dude, like, you're gonna make it one day. Like, you know what I mean? Like, nobody started off where it's like, yeah, I'm at the top. Like, fuck you guys. Like, because you guys are all the way at the bottom or whatever. Yeah. But I mean, you're gonna get there at some point. Like we were just talking about earlier, you're always gonna get there at some point.
I feel like you could apply that to life too.
Oh yeah, definitely.
1,000%. You could apply this to the podcast we're doing. You could apply that to anything that you do in life. You know, you're gonna start off small, no matter what you do. It's just the fact, determination, and commitment. And if you keep on grinding, you know, you steady shining. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's what's up, man. How about like if you were to give any advice to any gamer who like feels discouraged, you know, that feels like, you know, like, I don't know, maybe their parents are like, don't be playing video games, it's a waste of time. Mm-hmm. You know, you're not going to get anywhere with it. It's just a waste of time. Like, what advice would you tell them? Or what would you tell them in general?
I feel like that's always their parents' like first standpoint. Like, say that I'm rapping or whatever. Mm-hmm. Their parents are going to be like, bro, you could spend all this time finding a job or whatever. Like, it's not going to... Your parents most likely aren't going to be on your side until you show them that, like, first paycheck. Like, when I first showed them, they're like... Okay, you can keep playing, like, you know, like, go ahead, like, do whatever. But, like, honestly, it's one of those things where it's, like, you just have to keep putting that time in, like, just not get discouraged. Like, you're going to find somebody, like, that'll, like, hold you down for, like, you. And then next thing you know, like, that one person turns into, like, five people turn into, like, 20.
A following.
Yeah, like, a following. And then ever since then, it just turns into a boulder. And it just keeps on going and going until, like,
the snowball effect, right?
Yeah,
getting bigger and bigger and bigger.
Right, exactly.
That's what's up, though, bro. Because like I feel like nowadays we're like in that time, and this is just the way I feel. This is my opinion, but like I feel like we're in that time right now where, you know, 9-to-5 jobs are cool for some people.
Yeah. But
we're at that time now where if your dream is to be famous and, you know, have a full-time job as a video gamer, you can do it. If you want to be a social media influencer, you could do it. TikTok star, you could do it. If you want to make a podcast and make this your job, you can do it.
Literally,
you know,
all it is just the time and dedication that you put in. You're gonna get receiving back out.
Like, yeah, dude, I feel that, man. And you know what's awesome when you start seeing those results come back. Like, you know, we went out to our boy Steezy LaFlame, you know, the rapper that was on. Yeah, we went out to his show, and we had a friend of mine that came up to us, and you know, they never met her, but she was like, "I'm your biggest fan," You know, like just that like little recognition from that one person in a room full of like, I don't know, 100.
Yeah.
That was like amazing, bro. We were like, I remember we were all geeked up about it. We were like, oh shit, dude, like someone recognized us. Yeah, like someone recognized us. And like luckily and happily that isn't the only time we've been recognized. Like Danny said before in Target, like I said, we got recognized at a bar once. Yeah. So like that's amazing, bro. You know, and like I'm happy that you have that mindset for your Twitch of never giving up because that's what you want to do. You know,
right.
That's exactly. Like that's your path. You know, that's gonna be your legacy if you want it to be.
And like you said, like now is like definitely like the best time to do it because now I feel like a lot of people are actually like finding out what actually makes them happy besides like working an office job from like 9 to 5, like you said.
Yeah, bro.
And you know what's crazy is like someone was telling me the other day that during like this whole first half of this year or like the later end, basically like the most like back in August is when the most amount of people ever have quit their jobs. Like people are just not working and they're like, dude, we'll fucking bring you in. Like I think McDonald's was paying people to have interviews with them.
$15 an interview or something.
And they're like, and people are like, nah, dude, I'm not gonna work this piece of shit job anymore. I'm just gonna do what.
They're tired of it.
Yeah, they're like, I want to be me. The world went to shit, and I still don't fucking feel happy. And I'm working this piece of shit job that I've been working for the last 10 years. But you know what? Being at quarantine separated me long enough to be like, I don't want to go back.
It's like an eye opener, exactly, bro. That's why I always say, bro, listen to the kids, bro. You know, I remember Kanye saying that, and I was like, huh? But he has a huge point. You got to listen to the kids, bro, because like we're the future. Yeah. You know, we're the new generation. We're the new wave. We're going to be the people that bring in that new, like, we're going to set the stepping stool, you know? Like, when would you have thought, when we were little kids, when did you see, like, people becoming famous on social media like that? Right. Millions of followers on Instagram, quitting their job, bro. There's, like, 16-year-olds making millions of dollars off paid promotions. Yeah. You know?
It's doable, man, and now's the time. It's like a weird thing where, like, the whole world has changed. Mm-hmm. Like, I think in downtown, like, a stupid number of offices are closing, and they're reducing their size. They're like, dude, just work at home.
Yeah.
And people are like, I actually get to spend time with my family. I remember I was talking to someone, and they're like, dude, I actually didn't, like, ever talk to my siblings. Like, I would just kind of go to work and then, like, see them at, like, family parties. But he's like, now that, like, I'm at home, he like hits his sibling up like, yo, you trying to go to the gym? And they're like, yeah, fuck it. And he's actually getting to know them just because he has that free time, which is so weird because you actually get more time to live, you know? Like, I think that's awesome. I think that it's something that nobody's going to let go of. They're not going to want to go back to that 9 to 5.
Yeah, I feel like nothing's going to be the same anymore. Right. And it's kind of for the better. You feel me?
100%.
You know, it's kind of sad that you got to see, like, you know, something like a pandemic happen for people to realize that, you know, kind of like to believe in themselves and all that stuff. But, like, I mean, it is what it is. You feel me?
Right. Like, you work online, right? Like, most of the time. And do you feel like it's effective as if you were in person?
So, a little bit of both. Okay, personally, from my standpoint, I would like to be in the office some days because I want to have that environment where I could go and sit down and just be like work. Because like right now I'm working off my room, and it's like my room is a place where it's a different vibe. It's not a work vibe. It's more of a my domain. Like I want to come here to relax, play video games, listen to music, you know, sleep, watch movies, TV, whatever. It's my kind of like my chill zone. So when I try to make sure to work with that, it just contradicts, you know?
Right.
But like, I don't know, I'm getting comfortable with working at home because now I could do things. Like if my grandma needs help carrying a box downstairs, I go carry the box. There you go, bam. You know, or if I need to go pick up, like, I don't know, my sister from school, like I could go pick her up.
Yeah,
you know,
it gives you more time that you wouldn't otherwise have. Like, I remember, like, at least from growing up, both my parents, like, worked in the city, so they'd be taking the train. And so, like, you kind of saw them after they picked you up from, like, your tia's house or your grandma's house who was watching you. Mm-hmm. But, like, I think that, having that more time is going to be able to have more opportunity. And I feel like, you know, stuff like this is not going to be anything new. And people are going to be like, yeah, man, fuck it. Might as well, like, pursue passions at home. I could do it now.
Bro, but the thing that I love so much, dude, about video games also is the window of opportunities that it has built for people. Mm-hmm. You know, like, I grew up watching FaZe Clan was like my thing. I love sniping. I love the whole trick shotting thing. And the YouTubers that I was like to see back then, like Apex, Banks, Temper, Rug, Rain, all of them, Tico, Adapt, all of them, like, I see them now thriving. Like, I see banks in the whole NFT world making hundreds of thousands of dollars, and everything started by somebody believing in them the way you believe in yourself, the way you believe in people playing video games. Yeah. Like, they believed in themselves that way, you know? And look at where they're at now, you know? It's like that. That's why when you say, like, you know, you're like determined with this whole video game stuff. Yeah. Like, I respect it, and like you're truly like the definition of like what follow your dream is.
Basically,
you know.
I mean, yeah. I really appreciate that.
No,
that actually
like knocked me out. I feel like you needed to hear that.
Yeah, I really did.
Because I could see why gamers get discouraged. You know, because it's competitive.
It's one of those things. I always had that competitive mindset when I was just growing up, like playing like video games, like especially with like Modern Warfare when that first dropped, like 2018 or whatever it was, like the most recent one.
Yeah,
like. At that point, like, I was the most competitive. Like, I cared about KD, I cared about win-loss, I cared about, like, every little statistic that wouldn't matter to somebody else. Like, oh, my headshot went down from, like, 5% to, like, 4.5 or whatever. Like, you know.
Feel that. You were committed.
Like, yeah, I was committed to it. And then that's when I realized, I was like, bro, like, this is toxic, man. Like, it takes a toll. And, like, that's what's really dope about now, too, is because everybody really... realizes how important mental health is, especially like men's mental health, because like I don't know about you guys, but like I always had that the
masculinity shit and all that. We stand behind
like guys
the
don't
whole
cry,
mental health,
like all that other stuff,
men's stuff. You know, everybody's human, everybody has feelings, bro.
But like when I realized, as soon as I realized it was taking a toll on my mental health, I was like, yeah, dude, I need to step away from this competitive shit and just like have fun with it. Just go back to the old roots of me having fun with playing video games, and that's like kind of where I'm at now.
Yeah, dude. And honestly, bro, I know I said this earlier, but I just gotta say it again. I'm proud of you, and I'm happy for you, bro, that you were able to find that balance within your video game life, your personal life. I mean, you know, your whole schooling, college, you graduated, you got a degree and everything, bro. It's amazing, dude. We love having you here on the Lacortura Project, man. We're going to put your... tell the people right here listening all your Twitch information, your socials, bro. Link yourself real quick.
All my socials are the same. TikTok, Twitter, and all that other stuff. It's all Damuni_. I'll make sure I have the link in the bottom. And if y'all listening to this podcast, what the fuck are you doing, bro?
We love that, bro. We might clip that. No cap, man. But with that being said, we got Jose right here, my boy Angel, and my other boy Danny. And to the left of me, we got Dave Munoz, my boy since freshman year of high school, man. We love having you. Thank you for rocking with us on this episode. Have a great night. Peace.